Hello and welcome back to the Dream School podcast. I'm Henry and I'm here with
Ronan.
And we're going to be discussing today the bucket list, the infamous bucket list. So Ronan, any big things on your bucket list, things to do before you die?
Well, Henry, I think I could speak for all of us that there's always that one place in our lives that we want to see before we die.
And for you?
Oh, for me, easily Greece, anywhere in Greece. I've been obsessed with Greek history. I'm a huge history nerd. I think Greek history is extremely interesting. I don't care about like the parties or the islands or the beaches like most people. I want to see like the ruins, all the temples and all the old Greek artifacts. That's what I'm interested in. I'm a huge nerd for it. But I always told myself that before I die, no matter how expensive it gets, I have to see Greece no matter what. Well, what about yourself, Henry? Anywhere else?
I think you're right. I think most people have travel on their list. For me, it would be a road trip. I'd like to do America or the Americas and Europe. I think Europe first because obviously it's a bit smaller.
It is,
and it's easier to get to from the UK. But in the future, like future, definitely America.
Yeah.
You know, all of America and then go down through Mexico, South America, and just drive around. I'd like to learn Spanish for that. I think it'd probably be important. But
a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. And so, yeah, I love driving, and I think road trip is really the only big thing on my bucket list. Yeah.
Because I know some people have a bucket list to backpack over, like Europe or something. Like they hitchhike or walk or bike. They don't usually use a car or trains. Like it's pretty interesting. It's very strong-willed people to do something like that.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I think it's just certain things are in the culture.
Yeah,
right. Like in America, they drive a lot.
Oh,
of
yeah,
course,
we do.
Great distances, and it sort of seems bizarre to a European that you would just drive 6 hours in a day for, to visit family or something. Yeah. Like it's totally random. But yeah, totally different cultures. Anything else on your list?
Oh, Japan, easily. I think I have to see some form of Asian culture in my life, and I've mostly fascinated Japan. I think they've got a beautiful culture, beautiful buildings, beautiful scenery. I think it's an all-in-one package to see in my life, and it's pretty safe. So I would say that's definitely the better choice, in my opinion. Or South Korea. South Korea wouldn't be too bad either, but I'm definitely steering towards Japan, I would say. Anywhere else for you?
Japan, yeah. My parents told me I went to Japan when I was very small in the cherry blossom season, but I can't remember it. There are just some pictures of me as a baby.
Yeah.
So I would like to also go to Japan, I think. I don't think they speak English very much.
Oh,
there.
no.
That's one thing, like not at all.
And
obviously you can't pick things up, can you? Like you can't exactly pick things up from the language. And all the signs are in Japanese, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it would be amazing. It's such a unique culture.
It is. It's vast. It's very cool how different it is from America to Poland. It's still kind of similar. Like, it's still Western style, But then you go to Asia, anywhere in Asia for that matter, China, Korea, Vietnam. Everything's different. There's nothing really similar to Western culture as it is from Europe and the Americas, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Moving away from travel then, anything else you'd like to do? Anything crazy?
Well, I think this goes with traveling. Money. I think some people want to have a lot of money in their lives. They want to rather own a big business, be a millionaire. Who doesn't want to be a millionaire, really? Like, who wouldn't want to never worry about rent or food or taxes or any of that? It sounds like a nice life to me. So I would say getting a lot of money would be part of my bucket list.
Absolutely. Make a bit of cash. That's true. Yeah. That's not one you hear very often, actually. Like make a lot of money, but of course that's a big one.
I think that's just kind of like a built-in thing in our society. It's not really something that people, because like bucket lists are usually activities from what I hear from most people, but making money is kind of built into our minds, like to be rich in like a capitalistic society like Europe or Americas. I think people just want money naturally. It's not really something they tell others like, oh, my bucket list before I die is to be a millionaire. It's just something they try to achieve. So
that's true. Yeah, that is true. I guess you don't really think about it, but it's definitely on the bucket list.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
But what about activities then?
Oh, skydiving for me. I think that is one experience that I don't think anything could replace. The feeling of falling through the sky with nothing but a little backpack on your back to save you, looking down on the world, seeing how small you really are. I think that's a good thing to realize before you die, is how small we really are and how little things really matter that you do, that people make such a big deal about.
Yeah, true. I think that's like what somebody said when they went to space, right? Like Neil Armstrong or something. Yeah. Would you want to go to space?
Oh, space would be, honestly, I never thought about that too much, but I think it'd be pretty cool. What about you?
Yeah, I think when it becomes completely safe, when it becomes completely safe, I'll think about it. Because I sort of just came into my head. But when you said the whole looking down on the world thing, I think to be in space would be cool.
Yeah, it would actually.
But not again. I don't know.
I don't think I could ever comprehend it either. Like seeing Earth from all the way out there. Like I don't think I would be able to believe it. Really. Like that's how out of this world, literally, it means. Like, but any other extreme things that you think you would like to do?
Really, not so much. I'm kind of boring in that way. I don't think I'd like to try skydiving, maybe, but nowhere sort of silly. Just the basic few thousand feet above in the UK, and you can do it quite cheap. And I'd like to try it in that way.
I think it'd be a cool experience.
But I was never really into extreme sports. Always quite sort of scared of it. But you know, I get sick on like in cars and stuff. So I'm not sure how I would do jumping out of a plane. I think I'd just throw up everywhere.
What about bungee jumping?
Yeah, bungee jumping. That's true. But I don't know if that's worse than skydiving or not, because I don't know if I trust the cord more. Or the parachute more. Yeah. The bungee jumping, I think, is probably safer.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, you have a better chance at surviving.
I think so.
Because usually you're doing it above water. Like, I know like hitting water hard can be pretty bad, but I think I'd take my chances than falling 5,000 feet without a parachute. So, but I think it's definitely an interesting thing. And I think everyone should try at least one extreme sport in their life, whether that's skydiving, zip lining over the Grand Canyon, or it's bungee jumping. I think everyone should try it because it really makes you feel alive.
Yeah, that's true. I know, I would agree with that. I think it would be bungee jumping for me then. Yeah. Anything else on that list?
No, I think that's about all. I think, what about you guys? Like, what do you guys think to yourselves? Talk among yourselves and think about what you want to do.
In the comments below,
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please, But on the subject of money, I mean, when you become a millionaire, then when, not if. When you become a millionaire, what would you spend that on? What would be added to your bucket list, do you think?
I think definitely cars. And charities, if I'm being honest. Like, I think I'd like to start my own charity so I know where the money's going, so I can make sure it gets to the right people. I think that's on my bucket list, is to start some kind of charity. I'm not sure for what, but I think it'd be nice. I think if I have that kind of money, it'd be a goal of mine before I die, is to use that money for something better than myself. But moving away from that to a materialistic thing, I think cars are a big part of my life. I've always loved driving. I've been very good at driving, and I've always wanted to drive nice cars, whether that be a Ferrari or just a little Mazda Miata. It doesn't matter to me. I just want nice cars in my life because I think cars are such an important part of me, because it was a way for me to bond with my dad. So I think before I die, I'd like to drive at least one really, really rich supercar. At least one. Yeah,
that would be very, very cool. No, I agree. I'm really into cars as well. I think that's what I would do. But if I had a lot of money, the bucket list only would change in the sense that I would want to buy a football club.
Oh, a football club.
Yeah, a football club, but a small one, I think.
Okay.
I think similar to what you said, with the football club, to do some kind of foundation for people who are less privileged, you know, to give them an opportunity into sport. Football is the most meritocratic industry in the world. People forget that. And it's the same with sport in America. You've got these working class people who work very hard, and they can make money. And I think it's a great way to provide opportunities to people. So I think I'd like to buy a small football club.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
I think, and then do some community stuff and have a bit of fun with it, and also have a nice car, maybe a BMW or something like that. Something German. I think you can trust those guys. You can really trust those guys.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. That is very true. Like the football club, like Ryan Reynolds and Wrexham, like he did the same thing. He bought a football club, and they've been doing pretty good. Gave these people a good opportunity who thought they were going to be nothing more than just a small football club for a local town. But now they won a lot of matches that first year, I believe. Like they did pretty good compared to what they usually are. So it's very nice to see someone use their money to help people who have a passion for things like soccer or football, depending on where you're from. No, I think that's a very nice. I think that's a very nice bucket list you've got, Henry.
Yeah, thank you. And it's a great show, and it is a great story. The hope that they bring to those people, that's something you can't replicate. Like it's amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all we've got time for. So thanks very much for listening, everybody. And look out in the future for the Ronan Foundation
you.
Henry Roberts Athletic United at some point.
That'll be nice.
That would be cool.
See you guys.
Yeah, see you.